That's what she said.
Screw up!
Wrong.
Welcome to another episode of Talking Busch. I am your host, Derek Hartman. I know it's Thanksgiving week, guys, but this week has always meant something different for football. It's hate week. It's rivalry week. The biggest games in the country are, usually happen this week. We're talking, Iron Bowl, Alabama and Auburn. This week I take Dave on, my old division rival. Got a win to make it to the playoffs. The best rivalry in college football, Minnesota Golden Gophers, Wisconsin Badgers. It's the oldest rivalry. We got the best trophy. It's everything you'd want in a college football game. And I hate the drunken Scotties more than anything. I would do anything to knock them out of the playoffs, to knock them out of the Big Ten championship. Absolutely anything.
Oh, you didn't know? Your ass better call somebody!
This just in. The game is canceled. We brought back an old host who is a huge Golden Gopher
I was pumped
Rube
up there for
to
a
talk
second.
about it tonight. Dave Pikus, thanks for joining. How you doing?
Derek, man, good to be here. Good to be back. Feels real good. Feels natural. Won't lie, I came up with 2.5 pages of notes on Gopher football. So plenty to talk about. If you're ready to lend an ear, I'm ready to dish some shit out.
I got lots of questions. But we got to see our other hosts first. Matt Train, South Dakota, Sioux Falls. How you doing?
Well, same shit, different day.
Love it.
And coming to us from Painesville, John motherfucking Thompson.
What's up? How's everybody doing? Missed your faces.
Great to be back to the original four.
And this is like, as the great Arn Anderson would say, this is the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse, boys and girls. Like, this is the OG. This is the OG.
You guys remember the old days with the 3 of us sitting in my basement? For a while there, we had Derek on the other side of the glass. coming through
running the boards.
Yeah.
Those were the days, man.
Yeah.
That was a sweet setup.
It's gotten a lot easier since then.
Yeah.
The technology
it would take a while to get going.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I got to ask Dave, 2 pages of notes. Anywhere in there does it say the game is canceled for the first time since 1906 when Wisconsin was little bitches?
Yep, that's right here.
Right
Tough deal this week. I was talking to another Gopher fan this morning, and I said, it'd be kind of crazy if, us having too much COVID would cause Wisconsin to not be able to be in the Big Ten championship game. And, on top of that, any playoff chances dashed for them. And, lo and behold, about 5 hours later, this all went down and, don't hate it. Don't hate it one bit.
That's amazing. It's almost better. Can I ask you guys a question? Is this almost better than winning the Axe, or is it just slightly below?
I mean, this put kind of put a smile on my Saturday. Won't lie. Things didn't look great going in to the game this week. So it also saved about 50 text messages from Derek and then another one of our season ticket holders, Nate and Jen. Shout out them for being on the text string all season long so far. I
do get angry during the games.
No. Shut up.
I definitely smirked. I'll tell you this. If the Gophers had a competent team, I probably would have wanted to play and beat their asses. But we don't.
Yeah.
They were 21-point dogs for a reason, I think. I don't think that it was going to be a close game, but maybe
that's why you play the games, Derek.
Different.
Yeah. I don't know. Would have been tough. I think there's a little bit in there, too, that Mo Ibrahim is a little more hurt than what was kind of shown on the sideline on last Friday night. And when you take away, one of the nation's top running backs statistically, that puts a damper on your already kind of strained offense and entire team with 25 guys out last Friday night due to the COVID or thereabouts. So, it's tough and it's going around, and, hopefully all these guys are okay coming out of it. They're all pretty good athletes and should be fine, but we hope the best for the Gophers. And you could say a prayer for them at night so we can get back on the field in a week. That'd be great.
I got to be honest. I don't think they play next week either.
True. I mean, it all depends on who's got it and who can come back.
Yeah.
Of those 25
Wisconsin
guys.
missed 2 games. Maryland's missing 2 games.
Yeah.
I would be surprised if we don't too.
So that being said, also want to give a shout out to John for coming to the soft opening of the new the rig that plays at Sky Mobile. It's phenomenal day that was. We put a lot of hard work into building it, and it turned out pretty damn good. John, you can speak a little bit.
I just want to say that when this COVID winter ends and we are actually capable of gathering for sporting events, and when we roll into any town with that thing, we're gonna get and I'm saying but it's really Dave. Dave is gonna get a lot of compliments and a lot of high fives and all that jazz, because that thing is absolutely amazing. Him and
I really
his
thought you were
dad.
panty strapping, but
that's where I thought that was going too.
Yeah, well, does it really need to be said? I mean, that's just a given. I mean, they're going to be throwing undies at the rig as we drive into the parking lots. I mean, it's going to just be. I mean, there's going to be shots, bras flying everywhere. I mean, this thing is going to be party central, especially if the Gophers win. You clap your hands and the lights underneath change. I mean, it's just so awesome. I mean, the bar space is amazing. Everything. Again, Dave and John Pikus did an amazing job with everything. It's really easy to tear down. We tore it down in 15 minutes, Dave, if that?
Yeah, a little less than that.
A little less than that. I mean, it's super simple. It's actually almost more simple than tearing down a tent and everything, because you don't have to bag everything up. You basically just throw it all in the center, organized, obviously. But I mean, the stereo system was awesome. The 3 TVs were awesome. The bar tops were awesome. And it's probably only going to get better, in my opinion. I'm sure he's going to add some things, and it's just going to be awesome. So well done, Dave. I can't wait to roll into Madison, Lincoln, Iowa City, Ann Arbor, Columbus, State College, Boulder. It doesn't matter. We'll play. It don't matter if it's Saturday night, Sunday night, Tuesday night.
Yeah, I mean, I think that it's probably going to get its first true Busch League test for the draft 2021.
Nice.
So I think that's going to be pretty awesome if we can have a draft weekend.
Yeah, got to do that.
Yep, that'll be a hell of a good time.
Yeah.
Not to mention any other parties that anybody wants to host. Once we're able to.
As soon as this thing is over,
yeah,
I'll have a party.
I'm going on a drinking tour.
Yeah, it's gonna be freaking.
Yeah,
it's gonna be joyous. We'll put it that way.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. I don't care where we congregate. We can congregate in a goddamn cornfield like we did back in the day. I'm there. It don't matter.
John, did you ever get any action in the cornfield?
No, unfortunately not.
I saw it one time.
Yeah, I wish. And if I did, a gentleman never tells. You don't. I don't need you thinking about me in a cornfield, you sick bastard.
I saw it.
I was
there. Saw it with
there.
my own eyes.
Dave, how about that terrible pass interference on Purdue, just pushing the guy and
Jesus Christ,
trying to get that victory, do anything he could, cheating bastard.
My God.
So Mike Pereira of Fox Network said this week that that side judge had the best view of the play, and video replay wasn't enough to change his mind on any angle that he saw. And when you look at the all 22 view, like some of us do, you can see a full extension on the arm.
Sick brag, bro.
And
Oh, good for you.
sorry, gotta know.
What do you think about what was it, DraftKings or one of those guys didn't collect money on that game because of it? I cannot believe that.
What was that, Train? I didn't see that.
I think it was.
It was one of the big sports books didn't or gave a null and void on the game because of the call.
Because of the call, yes.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
I mean, you can argue about that officiating on the defensive pass interference on the drive before that, which gave them an extra first down and then got a touchdown. It was what it was. I personally don't think that you make that call in that situation as a ref, but unless it's extremely blatant. But he did, and you can't take it back, and that's not a reviewable play.
The game happened. The game ended. There was a winner.
Yep.
How could you not award? Were they on the? Did more people put money on the Gophers or something? Like, it doesn't even make sense.
Not sure. I'd have to look back into it, but I just saw the headline.
Interesting.
I can go over a couple of my other notes if you want to still talk about Gopher football, which is, some real great football. Obviously, the Vikings sucked this last week, so we can.
There's nothing to talk about there.
Don't need to talk about there, but Coney Durr is in way over his head this season. I don't know when the game passed him up speed-wise, but if you watch any play that has been a pass or really any long runs that have been on the outside, Coney Durr has been in position to make plays and just doesn't.
They missed St. Juice a lot when they were playing Purdue.
The offensive line will continue to gel as they keep going. We're missing two guys, but we put in some replacements, have been playing pretty damn good. Our run game can only get better as we go on here. So
I don't think it can get better than back-to-back 200 yards and 4 touchdown games.
Right.
I don't think it can get better. Hey, John, who was the last Big Ten running back to do that? The year would be 2002, I want to say.
Okay. So, what was your question? I wasn't listening.
200 yards rushing and 4 touchdowns in back-to-back games.
In back-to-back games, so 2002. So
Big Ten.
I feel like you're setting me up for something. So I'm going to maybe take the bait. So 2002. So would that have been Marion Barber?
No, but that is a good guess.
Let's see, 2002 Big Ten. Would that have been Fred Russell?
No, not a Gopher. A really good.
You are the
good running back.
Really? Oh, Ron Dane.
No, he would have been 2000 or 99.
99. Okay.
This guy played for Penn State.
Is it Larry Johnson?
There you go.
Okay. Thanks. Yeah, I really sweated through that one.
I think you're getting old, John.
I am. It's slipping.
Losing your edge.
I need this shit on a weekly basis to kind of fire, start firing up the cylinders,
That's two things, movies and sports history, in which, because we did that a couple weeks ago and you weren't here, and both things you did not do better than me, which you almost always do.
I know.
You'll get it back.
Yeah, maybe I just need to just get absolutely shit-faced and Drunken Recall will come in and I'll just all of a sudden be like, Curtis Enos, Michigan.
One thing to put down in the notes for next year's combine, but Tanner Morgan's hand size is starting to become an issue, I think. I think he doesn't have big hands, and so throwing the football.
Are we talking Dante size? Dante's?
Could be.
Yeah.
Got these small hands.
I don't think we have to worry about Tanner Morgan going to the NFL anytime soon. I think a better question would be if Zach Annexstad steals his job before their eligibilities are done.
No. Zach Annexstad's no.
Tanner's the guy.
Tanner's the man.
All right, new offensive coordinator is causing some issues. I think there's some gelling on play calls and stringing drives together.
In my opinion, that sucked.
Derek feel about his play calls.
Derek gets a little upset when he gets uber conservative. But one thing that I have noticed, and I don't know if this is the new offensive coordinator in PJ's head, but we are super bold in 2020, and we've been going for it a lot on fourth down, even in the negative side of the ball, or on the negative side of the field. So I actually like that, but I think we need to use some of PJ's timeouts if we get in that situation and we don't know what the fuck's going on.
He doesn't have any
Like we
left.
did.
He already
Can't
used
take
him.
can't
third
take him
quarter.
with him.
He had one at that point.
Boom,
He did.
boom.
Yeah. So that pretty much sums up my notes on this. Other than COVID and injuries have always played a role, and we got a pretty young defense, not the youngest team in America, but pretty dang close on the defensive side of the ball. Those guys have the opportunity to step up, and sometimes they get worked by more veteran players from other schools. I think we got an opportunity to win a few more football games this year, and we'll definitely get a bowl game.
We don't have that many left.
That was like a State of the Union address.
How does bowl
A sad one.
eligibility? How does bowl eligibility work this year? Is there any?
Everybody's eligible.
Pretty much.
They're going to
there
be
were some
playing in
bowls that
the
canceled.
Detroit City Change Oil Bowl for the 8th time in 10 years.
No,
We'll take
Detroit.
it.
I don't know if Detroit is even around right now.
Actually, I bet that bowl doesn't happen.
Yeah.
All right, the Vikings.
Why?
Yuck.
Why?
Playoffs.
That's about it.
Mm-hmm.
A little
I don't want
guillotine
time.
league update. Drew is in the championship game.
How the
He's
hell is
down
that
about-
happening?
He's down about 80,
Oh,
so it's probably
day is-
over.
What
They're
day
playing a
is-
2-week championship.
Oh, I was gonna say I got a cut saying I got an email saying he got cut.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think it's over.
Oh, well, maybe it's over then.
I think he
It
lost.
had said online that it was going to be 2 weeks, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think
Whatever. Then
it's
Drew loses. Then.
over.
Drew loses in the championship to Wizinator, whoever that is.
Taylor.
Taylor. Congratulations, Taylor.
Congratulations, Taylor.
Who's Taylor?
Taylor is a softball player with Dave and I.
Ah, got it.
He's the manager of our softball team.
Congrats, T Swizzle. Hope you're listening.
Let's talk a little Busch League. We're getting down there. One more week till playoffs. One more team was eliminated this week. Tim Grieve and the breast implants are not going to make the playoffs this year. Not a big shock, but it's just not in the cards for him.
Yeah.
As far as teams that still have a chance, 8 teams for 6 spots. Basically, 2 divisions are set. Max is going to the playoffs, and John,
Did
you're
you-
going to the playoffs.
I was gonna say, did you read Matt's thing today?
Did you have a stroke or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, "Are you okay?" Like,
I'm pulling it up on my phone.
Tough deal.
And then the other 2 divisions are still technically open. We have all 3 of those teams from each of those divisions have a shot at the playoffs.
don't forget Trevor's in the playoffs too.
Easton.
Yeah, Easton.
That's
Yeah,
good. Easton
correct.
is in the
Easton's in the playoffs. Which, boom, Easton, go suck on your mom's tit, you little pussy bitch.
Disrespectful.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean it, Easton. I just got a little excited.
Most likely, Trevor's going to be the number 1 seed going in. Seems all but kind of sewn up, unless his entire team gets COVID, which you never know. But pretty much decided that Trevor will be the number 1 seed, having a bye. The other team that looks like it's going to have a bye, John, you just kept winning.
Won 6 in a row, I think.
Senior circuit, man.
Yeah, man.
Four
Showing that-
wins in a row, and
Feels
I
good.
believe 6 out of 7.
Yeah, it sounds right. Feels good, man. We're not there yet, but feels good to just be in the playoffs for once in the last 4 or 5 years. I don't think I made the actual real playoffs and probably since
Fortnite.
that, probably since that year Grieve fucked me. So yeah, it's probably been that long.
Yep.
I mean Alyssa Alyssa, fuck, wait. Oh, wait.
Oh, wait. Oh, wait.
Disrespectful.
It's got to be your bull.
I mean, it's 2020.
Yeah,
You know, whatever you want to be into.
Yeah.
John, your squad is looking really solid.
Thank you.
And if McCaffrey doesn't come back,
I heard today from Rosen and someone else that the Panthers are thinking about shutting him. What's that? Yeah,
Did Mark call you?
Rosie called me, and the Panthers are seriously thinking about shutting him down for the year.
Why wouldn't you?
right?
Right?
Yeah.
You're paying, how is he the high? He's the highest paid running back, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. You got, and Teddy's hurt.
Mm-hmm. If that happens,
Call today.
I'll roll with Kareem Hunt and Mike Davis all the way in the playoffs for sure.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep, that becomes scary. Thielen on your roster, currently out with COVID. Did he test positive, or is he just a?
They haven't said if he just came in contact, or if it was false positive, or if he actually has it. So they have him projected points, but they have him as out right now. So
Okay.
we'll wait and see. Thank God I got a playoff spot. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah, no doubt. Tima Ponte is in the playoffs. He's rolling this week with Kirk Cousins at quarterback.
Sorry.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him.
You're better than that, Max.
It's not good.
Yeah, nice week last week.
He didn't win, though, did he?
No, I'm talking about Cousins.
Oh, yeah.
Who also didn't win, but
Also did, yeah.
So, see a theme there.
Yeah.
All right. The Tommy Johnny League is a total mess. We got 3 teams all playing until that last game, all with the shot at the playoffs, all with the shot still at the division. Currently leading at 6-5, Heartbreak Kid Tim Lang.
Got to give him props for finding that loophole. I mean, that was just genius.
I think that is so ridiculous. I can't even tell you how it is. It makes it worse that they're doing it differently this week than they did it last week.
Yes. I was just going to say, you saw that announcement then.
Yeah.
They're referring to Taysom Hill being eligible at the tight end slot, which is basically complete bullshit.
They should have changed that designation right off the bat as soon as he was named
right away
starting
when
quarterback.
He was starter.
Yep.
He still has him in at the tight end slot.
It's not making him kick him out yet, is it?
Correct, and that should not be allowed.
Super flex.
I would agree.
We might have to get the old commish on the phone here.
Yeah.
And
I'm sure he's got some sort of notification that says you can't make any changes to your roster until you move this illegal player.
Yeah.
And Lang's like, all right.
Yeah.
I'll roll with this lineup till the end of the year.
Yeah.
Everybody's in.
It could, and in a division where it is kind of a good thing that Lang and Hartman play this week, because that takes some of the weird scenarios out of it.
Yeah.
But if, like, somehow, for example, Drew were to be in the mix after this week, those points could be really important. You know what I mean? The 20 spot, 20 plus that he put at a tight end that he would not otherwise.
Yeah, 24 and a half.
Yeah.
And when the average tight end, especially low end tight end, is averaging about 5. That.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna come out and say it. I'm kind of pulling for either Drew or Tim. I just want to see the Evil Empire out for just 1 year.
I agree. I totally agree.
Adam, no hard feelings, but it's just
the second kid curse, man.
Yeah. I mean, he needs to just sit this one out for the year, recharge the batteries, and come back strong maybe next year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely misspoke last week when I talked about eliminating him. Huge week for him this week, and he's right back. He's right back in it when all he really has to do is beat Lang by a few points, and
so
it's his division,
right?
He's got some tough matchups this week, though. Henry against Indianapolis, Devontae Adams against Chicago, CEH against Tampa Bay. He's got an uphill battle.
Well, your girlfriend.
If Thielen doesn't play, I think that probably actually hurts Jefferson, because we don't have a second receiver. They're going to bracket him then.
Yeah, do we even still have BC Johnson?
Yeah, he caught a ball and then got a 15-yard penalty this week.
Oh, I missed the penalty.
Yep.
What was the penalty for?
Face mask.
Oh,
on the
yeah,
offense.
that's right.
Offensive
Yeah.
face match. That was one of the calls that PA went banana land on.
No.
I know we have Chad Beebe, so I mean, but yeah, he's not Don Beebe, that's for sure. But
No.
Yeah, that's probably the game of the week this week in the Busch League is Adam taking on Lang with the winner having a pretty darn good shot of going to the playoffs. Other stuff can happen. It can break another way. Drew could get in, but it seems like the winner of that game is going to be in.
right.
Most likely.
Drew needs a huge week this week. He also has some tough matchups in terms of his roster and what he's looking at. He's also relying on 2 Pittsburgh Steelers receivers against the number 5 defense against the pass in Baltimore. That seems risky.
It's risky, but and I know lightning usually doesn't strike twice, but I mean Pittsburgh did go up there and hand Baltimore their lunch.
They did.
For sure.
And they did throw the ball around decent.
For sure. But even if they throw the ball around well, it seems like he needs to score so many points
Right.
that it almost behooves him to pick one of those 2.
Yeah, just
pray
pick one.
that's the one that
Yep.
gets them.
Yep.
And then put in Cup or one of his other kind of bench
Right.
options.
Well, yeah, why wouldn't you have C Cup in? I guess, that's another one. It's either Goff is on Robert Woods or he's on C Cup. It's never
For
consistent.
sure. This week they actually both scored.
Oh, they did.
Well, they threw it 55 times or something like that.
Seems legit.
Yep. Cup had 11 catches.
They're playing Tampa Bay, though. I mean, they're playing toughest run defense in the NFL. So
Right.
Yeah, they had to throw. Cup had 11 catches for 145 yards, 20
Jeez.
points. So, and I know Woods had a touchdown and probably 20 points himself. So,
Sure.
the program is going to the playoffs.
looks real good.
Yeah, Todd has been a great addition to the league.
Yeah, he's quiet. He just minds his business. He doesn't blow everybody up.
He doesn't. He doesn't add and drop people at 3
yeah.
in the morning.
He has the advantage of not making himself a target.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's just kind of just a silent assassin. I love it.
Well, hit on Gibson. Gibson's been huge.
If you want to put
Yeah,
your tinfoil hats on, I think he's using the West Coast time zone to an advantage.
Could be.
Mm,
Could be.
son of a
Definitely
bitch.
can stay up late. Doesn't have to worry about going to sleep and missing the end of some of those games. West Coast would be a great place to watch football. 10 a.m.
Yeah.
starts.
Yeah.
You're not awake by then.
Sure, I am.
No,
It depends on how many beers I had Saturday.
7
night.
IPAs on a Friday or Saturday night. You're
Yeah.
not awake.
Yeah.
Or you're just a giant piece of shit and you wouldn't see the game anyway.
That's true.
Well, I could watch the game from the couch if I was a giant piece of shit. So
and who needs to see the first half, anyways, right?
Right. Dave and I were just talking about this. We had a laugh at your expense, Derek, because no matter where we go, what we do, you cannot just have great taste, less filling. You have to go 9% IPA, no matter what, no matter where we're at, and then by the end of the night, as you said 2 weeks ago, I'd rather be passed out at a fraternity's yard crying than you're just a puddle.
Yeah.
Not saying I'm any better, but this is anywhere we go, and it's hilarious.
Yes.
It's like
I mean,
you
this
love
is at normal
punishment.
home games.
Yeah, Iowa in particular.
Yeah,
yeah, that one was bad.
Yeah.
But it's
we
it's
thought
a
you
straight,
died.
Straight
we thought you were in
100,
the Iowa
John.
River.
I don't know any other way.
It's a
Ohio.
Hartman deal.
Yeah, Ohio State barely made it to the game.
Me? Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I was really hungover that
Yeah,
morning.
yeah,
Yeah.
I do have an issue with going a little hard on Friday night.
It's like you're so amped
You just
up.
get excited. It's
You're
you
so-
and Drew. You get so excited that we're going to all be together and it's going to be so
Yep.
much fun. And then we have 30 beers and then you just are not.
You're not a functioning adult until at
Yeah.
least
What are you
3 in
gonna
the
do?
afternoon.
Practice.
That's true. I'm working on it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sick IPA glass, brah.
Thank you. You like a little black stack logo?
Well, I like the logo. It looks like a yeah. I get it now.
The program is riding a healthy Delvin Cook. When Delvin went down, I was like, damn, that kind of sucks for the Vikings. But in my head, I was cheering a little bit because Delvin Cook goes down. His team is not made for a long run.
No,
that's his horse, and he's rode him most of the season.
Very true.
That brings up the Hold Me Closer Tiny Dancer squad. Kind of doing the normal thing, save for maybe 2 seasons. I am limping into the playoffs. Need a win against Dave to get in.
Not happening. I'm gonna try this week. Might even set up a full lineup.
That seems unfair.
That is hilarious.
Just saying, the 5 games that I've tried this year, 2 and 3 in those games, and I've lost, or all 5 of those have been within 5 points of each other. So.
Yeah.
Good.
Can I bring up? Did you guys touch last week that Drew lost to Dave and he didn't even have a full roster?
Yeah,
of course we did.
How sad is that?
And then we talked about how if somebody who tried hard had Dave's roster, they might be one of the best teams in the league.
They would. I also was looking.
Dave's team is tough.
My ultimate, or my if I would have played my best roster every week, I would be in the playoffs.
For sure. And
is everybody,
but
but
Warner would have traded one of the quarterbacks sooner.
Yeah. It wasn't the offers that I was getting were not good enough.
Yeah.
CC Adam Hartman on that one. Or Drew Vogt.
Yeah.
He ended up working it out with Drew though.
Yeah. I got fleeced.
Yeah, I think you traded the wrong one. You should have traded Lamar.
For sure.
To get the bonus players in that trade, I had to
you had to send Kyler.
You wanted Kyler, huh?
Smart.
Did he guilt you into that one? Did he make you feel bad that son of a bitch?
No.
Hey Train, I see Joe Mixon went to IR.
Yep. That's the best player. The one that is questionable every goddamn week for 4 or 5 weeks and then goes to IR.
Gio Bernard is going to play a big role for me in my playoff journey.
That's when the wheels came off for me.
Well, you made a great trade for Josh Allen.
Yep.
Also noticed, Train, you're using the same math guys as the Minnesota Department of Health to make your models every week, just to dictate that you're not the worst team in this league, which you probably are.
No, I'm definitely not because Graves is.
That's awesome.
Not saying, just saying.
Let's talk about Grieve. Can I get an update on his pursuit to be the worst team of all time?
You sure can. I was actually just looking at that.
I just feel bad because Alyssa had that team on the right track, and unfortunately, she's a single parent, and she has to raise 2 kids on her own. Well, technically 3, and it's obvious she's not paying attention anymore. So
I think this is also. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, you did not step on my touchdown call. Keep going.
I was just gonna say, I think it's like a Notre Dame thing. Some bitch grows this giant ass beard. Worst fantasy football season ever. You would have thought he would have shaved that shit off a long time ago to try to change
be a little superstitious.
Yeah.
Could be, although he's barely worse than he usually is. So it's not that far. That's not that much of a deviation for Grieve. Lowest all play percentage, yes. Grieve's still leading the 2016 version of the dumpster fire. 247 to 265. So he's got a little wiggle room in there.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
It's done.
Man, you are one pathetic loser.
Would he have +1 or +2 wins had McCaffrey been healthy all year, or wouldn't it have mattered, do you think?
Oh, I'm sure he would be. I'm sure he'd be significantly higher if he had McCaffrey.
Yeah.
I mean,
so. I don't think he'd be good still.
Right.
But
if he could have had McCaffrey and Allen those first few weeks,
he looked really 2 more wins, and he's darn near a playoff team though.
Yeah, he had 4 wins. And he looked really good at the beginning of the year because the Allen-John Brown connection was working really well, and he had Saquon and McCaffrey.
Yeah, I played him early. His squad was good early.
Yep. You lose
Just-
$90 worth of players for the entire season on like the third
Two of them on
year.
IR, basically.
Yeah.
That is just nuts.
Brutal. That's the gamble you take though when you go
Yeah.
to.
Thanks
the
for
studs and
donating,
duds.
Tim.
Yeah.
All right, let's play a little
Busch Light.
or.
Busch League.
It is a Busch League or Busch Light Rookie Edition. First question. Justin Jefferson is a top 5 fantasy wide receiver in 2021. Would you say that's
Busch Light.
or?
Busch League.
Who wants to go first? Me? Okay. Sorry.
Go ahead.
I say Bush League. DeAndre Hopkins is still in the league. Devontae Adams is still in the league. Keenan Allen is still in the league. Even his teammate Adam Thielen is still in the league. There's just, I'm sure I'm missing one that I can't think of right now. I'd throw DK Metcalf in there. I just think he'll be top 10, top 15. He's not top 5 yet, though.
Yeah,
I agree.
Go ahead. Yeah. So the other thing that I think about is that I think he's very good, and he may have the potential. Like he on a different team, he may be good enough to be top 5. But on a run first offense with a team that already has Adam Thielen, and Cousins loves to throw touchdowns to Adam Thielen. When he gets around the end zone, it's going to Thielen. It's just he's not going to have the opportunity to put up those kind of points in this offense.
Yep, I agree. Bush League, he's like John said, top 15. He's not top 5. Even though mark it down that Adam Hartman will pick him at wide receiver 3 in next year's draft.
Oh, I'm bidding him up too. We're going
Yeah.
$40 easy.
So right now there's 8 wide receivers that are averaging 15 points or greater per week in based on our scoring. And Justin Jefferson's averaging 13.3. That's 14th overall. Like you said, there's just too many good receivers that are ahead of him that'll be kind of ahead of him in the projections next year too.
All right. Question number 2.
Number two. I'm sorry, I thought I spiced it up a little bit.
Thank you. In 10 years, Chase Claypool will be the best fantasy wide receiver from the 2020 draft class. Would you say that's
Busch Light.
or?
Busch League.
Me again? Okay. I say Bush League. And here's why. We just touched on Jefferson. There's still T. Higgins, who, if Joe Burrow comes back and is healthy, T. Higgins and Joe Burrow have a bromance, I believe. I mean, he's on my team. I see it. I saw it every week. So I think T. Higgins has a chance. And then did anybody else see that CeeDee Lamb catch against the Vikings? I mean, that dude is ridiculously good. So I think those 3 have the potential to be the best fantasy wideouts or best wideouts in the league in 10 years. And Claypool is a very, very good wideout. I just think those other 3 are just a little bit better. But who knows?
I also wonder about Ben Roethlisberger is a freaking wide receiver maker. You know what I mean? Like it's like they get. It almost doesn't matter who they put in there. Juju Smith looked like one of the best receivers in the league a couple of years ago, and now he's still a good receiver, but they got a lot of other options now. It just seems like Ben makes whoever they have look freaking awesome.
Yeah, I think that
maybe
Claypool is the Adam Thielen circa 2016, where you got other guys on your team that are drawing the double team, so you have the opportunity to get more open, and Big Ben's finding that. That year Thielen had 69 receptions for 5 touchdowns. And he was, that was the first year that Diggs really stood out or the second year that Diggs really stood out as a wide receiver. And when you got Juju Smith-Schuster on the other side, kind of the same thing. It's just, Claypool is on track to have those same numbers of receptions, just double the touchdowns.
Yeah, he's got 10 touchdowns already.
Yeah. But he's the leading wide receiver for all rookies today. I mean, he's in the conversation without a doubt. I mean, who knows how it turns out? But
Yeah.
Derek, I feel like you're leading this question on the yes camp. I feel.
I ask questions just to get an answer.
All right.
Oh, I suppose I should finish my thought there. I think that he's going to be really good until he gets that, steps up that to the next level and starts taking the double. And then somebody, like him is going to come in and fill his shoes and kind of be the next guy.
Yeah, I actually thought Train was on the right track talking about Roethlisberger. My thought is, as long as Roethlisberger plays, Claypool might be the best wide receiver out of the group, but Roethlisberger is probably not going to make it the next 10 years. And who knows what happens with the offense.
Great point.
The guy who leaves practice every day with ice on knees, shoulders, back.
Whatever it takes, Dave.
Helicopter Dick.
All right, question number 3. For the rest of the season, this season, neither Justin Jefferson nor Chase Claypool will be the highest scoring rookie wide receiver. Would you say that's
Busch Light?
Or
Busch League.
Busch Light. I don't get the question. I'm sorry. Am I an idiot?
No, what I'm saying is that those two will not be the highest scoring rookie wide receiver.
One of those two.
So you're saying like T. Higgins or CD Lamb will be.
Yeah.
Yep. Jerry Jeudy.
Oh,
Henry
forgot
Ruggs.
about Jerry Jeudy. Thank you. Yeah.
I'm still putting. I think it's Busch League. I'm still putting my money on Jefferson and Claypool.
Agreed.
Yeah, if I was a betting man, I'd probably do that too.
Yeah,
Do you guys ever
Busch League.
disagree? It makes for better radio or podcasting if you do.
What here?
I
Hold on.
actually
What's
did take notes on that question. Sorry.
hold on, guys. Harper.
Let's see here.
Wasn't there one more of those?
What receiver could you make an argument for? I mean, those are your best two rookie receivers by a fair margin right now.
I mean, CD Lamb
Yeah,
probably could.
Yeah, I guess. So Dalton looked pretty good.
And they play from behind a lot.
They play
That's
from
true,
behind.
too.
He's
That's true, too.
20th overall on the
They're in a-
season, and he
they're in a
had some
terrible
zeros.
division. Yeah,
T. Higgins probably not with Burrow.
not without Burrow.
Um, Brandon Ayuk, if he comes back,
Yeah,
would have a fighting chance at it, because I really think he's going to be good.
I mean,
Jerry
those two guys are both healthy with healthy quarterbacks who can get them the ball, and they're focal points of the offense already.
Yeah, no, I know that's why I brought it up. Just get some discussion regarding the other wide receivers.
Gets the blood flowing.
All right, here's a hot take. Justin Herbert will win more playoff games than Tua or Joe Burrow. Would you say that's
Busch Light.
or
Busch League.
I'll go last.
I'll say I will say Busch Light. Busch Light.
Can you tell us why?
Do you want me to? I have notes on this. If you want
Yeah,
me to
just go, Dave. I'm still thinking about it because that was the one question I kept battling back and forth.
I think that Justin Herbert's got the best opportunity out of those other two, just because obviously Joe Burrow tore his ACL, so he's not going to come back this year.
Is that this season, or is this in their careers?
Ever. I mean, it's all how he bounces back.
This is ever, because probably none of those three are going to go to the playoffs this year. Maybe Tua,
Right.
but probably none of them.
And I personally think that Tua is the second best Tuva Vailoa Well,
Oh, you mean the Maryland
the one that,
yeah.
the one that had a field day against the Gophers. That's a shocking position.
I just think he is better. Just from the body of work that I've seen, having 3 TVs and watching 3 TVs, I see a lot of football
From 3 different angles. It's true.
Yeah.
I've seen it.
All
22.
Yeah, I don't watch the all 22 on Maryland.
You didn't need to.
I was so goddamn mad. I just went out and started kicking field goals myself because I have eligibility left.
With giant Jenga blocks?
No.
So
Foot's still not back.
What do you guys both Busch Light?
Yeah. I think that Herbie's got the best opportunity, so whatever that equals out to.
Busch Light.
Busch Light.
I'm gonna go Busch League. He's got pretty significant offensive weapons right now, much more than what you see with Burrow. Tua's just starting to get to play. Tua's probably got the best team right now, but he does have a lot of offensive weapons. He absolutely looks the part, but slinging it around when you're in shootouts week after week is not what wins playoff games, and it's not that's not what championship quarterbacks do. Burrow has a much higher pedigree. Hopefully he comes back and doesn't have a destroyed knee and can get back to his previous self. So I'm going to take Burrow in that above Herbert. Although from a fantasy perspective, I'm going to take Herbert all day long.
So after thinking about it for 2 minutes and kicking it around back and forth, I'm going to say Busch Light, and I'm going to take it on the level of franchises and just how big of a dumpster fire all 3 are from 1 to 3. And as of late, the Chargers just seem to be, as far as personnel, in a better place. Now, that's not to say that it won't change, but the Bengals and the Dolphins haven't really shown us anything that they're going to draft the right players around their franchise quarterbacks to make them better. Whereas the Chargers, it seems like they've kind of capitalized on their draft picks a little more, like with Derwin. I mean, given they've been in the top 5, top 10 the last couple of years, but I mean, Derwin James, if he's still healthy, can stay healthy, he's a solid safety. Obviously, Bosa, Ingram, they have some really nice pieces. Obviously, Keenan Allen, Mike Williams. So I'm going to say Busch Light, unless the other 2 franchises can turn it around and start putting the correct pieces around.
Yeah, I actually think the Dolphins have the best personnel guy and best coach right now of that kind of trio, which is super important. I mean, their defense, the Dolphins have put together basically after ripping everything down, put together a defense in 1 year that's really solid.
Can you just hit it doesn't matter what you think, because you're just supposed to ask the questions. Thank you.
All right, question 5.
There's 5 questions?
Out of the rookie class, next year DeAndre Swift will go for the most auction dollars. Would you say that's
Busch Light.
Or
Busch League.
Me first. Who does he play for?
Detroit Lions.
Okay, no. Busch League.
All right.
That's all I need to say. Don't even need to go in depth.
I concur.
Yeah, I would like to disagree with those guys, but CEH is going to be number 1. They got their second string running back is on a 1-year deal, and he's almost 30 years old. He is the lead running back and the best offense in football. It's going to be CEH.
all right? You guys all missed. Got that one wrong.
I'll bid you up. I'll bid you up on him though
Yeah.
next year, since you're gonna have such a man
Take your
boner.
sleeper and run.
Wait, I just said man boner. Is there any other kind of boner?
I
I
Which one I know of.
yeah,
You seen one
Yeah.
lately?
not lately.
Bummer for you.
Yeah, right. Joke's on me.
All right, guys. Spanning the interwebs this week, specifically Twitter. I've been seeing a lot of takes on what is the best song that was written or just totally for a movie or a show. So not something you're going to hear on the radio, not something like that's recorded and becomes a kind of a Billboard hit or anything like that. So just specifically in a movie or in a show. The song that's kind of making that conversation go is "Christmas All Around Us" from Love Actually. Every time about this year.
Yeah.
Every time around this year, Love Actually gets a little uptick in the talking, and Mariah Carey's song, which I would not consider counting for this discussion, hits the Billboard charts again.
Is this a Derek Lisa favorite during the holidays, Love Actually, or is this the one that
not really. Well, we can discuss Christmas movies maybe in a future episode, but
yes,
that
sorry,
one would be up there.
Would love to.
Yeah, let's do that. Tune in for that Talking Bush. That one's gonna be lit.
We're gonna have to book an extra special 3-hour deal here for that.
Anyways, Dave, what kind of list you got put together?
Hey, how many do you guys have? Dave,
I just have 2.
I have 6, but Derek already used one, so 5 left. Let's just go around the horn. I'm just gonna go. Let's go one at a time.
Sure.
All right.
I have 2. So I just looked into the 2 that I know the most that I guess are
then you start.
Special to me. First one, Friends Forever, Zack Attack, Saved by the Bell.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I wish you could play that song, Derek.
Yeah, don't play any music.
Don't play
the music.
Well, we got 15 seconds.
That's true. Just
all right. My dark horse. I'll start with the dark one. The homecoming song that is done by the Nerds in Revenge of the Nerds.
Yes,
Absolutely.
great song.
A lot of electric sounds in there.
Yep, that's a good pull.
All right, I am going Stu's song from The Hangover. What do tigers dream of?
Great tune.
Great choice.
Love it.
One of my kind of down the listers, I got Boats and Hose from Step Brothers.
Great.
Another good one.
Man, that's another good one.
There's a lot more than I thought. When you first said this question, I was like, what are you even talking about? And now as I start to think about it more, there's a lot of good ones.
My turn?
John, what's your number 2?
All right. So I don't know if you guys are familiar with this movie, but it was directed by Tom Hanks. I think it was in the late 90s, early 2000s. It was a movie called That Thing You Do. Yeah. And it was about 4 American mop top teenagers that had so weird. I wonder where they got that idea. And the one singer wrote a song called That Thing You Do, and it was slow and boring. And all of a sudden they have this brand new drummer who comes in and speeds up the tempo, and it becomes a number one hit wonder. And the movie is just all about this song. It's called That Thing You Do. And it's actually it's pretty catchy. It's a good song.
Yeah, that's right. I remember that movie.
That's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
My next one is a 2006 movie. John C. Reilly, Dewey Cox, Let's Duet.
Yes,
love that one.
Yes,
that's on my list as well.
Oh, good pull.
The whole Walk Hard movie
Yeah.
and songs, all of them are brilliant.
Yeah.
You could have done
they made a CD of songs.
Oh yeah.
More than that's in the movie. They just kept making them because they were having so much fun.
Yeah.
The Dylan-esque time when he wrote the song about protecting the little man.
Yeah.
Lend a hand to the little man.
Yeah.
That's a great movie. I need to watch that
So
one
good.
again.
That was so good. Well, when we talk about this specific thing, the number one name that comes to my mind is Jason Segel. I'm gonna go with You Just Got Slapped from How I Met Your Mother.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's a good one. So you made me just think of one. So Jason Segel.
Wait your fucking turn.
Sorry. Okay, I'll do it. Thank you.
You're one away.
I know. I just thought of it though since Matt said it.
I think I know where you're going, so I won't go there.
Thank you.
You're welcome. A mid-2000s movie Little flick called Eurotrip had a brilliant song called Scotty Doesn't Know. Also one of my favorite cameos with Matt Damon
Oh, genius.
rocking out to that.
Genius.
It's just fantastic.
Yeah.
My turn. Sorry.
Yep.
Yeah.
Derek, help me with this one of the name. Help me with the name, and maybe Dave too. Forgetting Sarah Marshall, Jason Segel.
Inside of You, I believe is
No.
That one's a good one too.
Yeah.
That's
You're thinking of
Russell,
the Dracula song.
the Dracula
Dracula
one.
Yeah.
So
That's
two
just
good,
called the Dracula song.
yeah. So
Yeah.
two good songs inside a movie was
Yeah.
Inside You by with Russell Brand, and then
Yep.
the Dracula song with Jason Segel.
Yeah.
Genius.
Yeah.
So good. So I'm gonna go to a little show called Parks and Recreation, and the Bye Bye Little Sebastian.
Genius.
That is my number one.
Yeah.
That
So
song is
good.
so amazing.
It is amazing.
Yeah, total ripper.
Yeah. Well, you guys took mine. I'm out. I had 5, and I got to say 2.
Yeah, so I definitely have Let's Go to the Mall.
Yeah.
How I Met Your Mother style, Robin Sparkles.
Great tune.
She had a few bangers on that show, but that was definitely the highlight.
Mm-hmm. How about 2 beavers are better than 1?
Brilliant.
It's
Mhm.
another
Brilliant.
phenomenal one.
Oh, you didn't know?
Yeah.
Your ass better call somebody.
Breaking news.
You didn't.
Just into the inbox, Phil B suggests School of Rock.
Yes.
Note
Yes.
School of Rock is a very underrated film.
Underrated film, underrated song.
Yeah.
And all those kids
Yeah.
played those instruments, which is even better.
Yeah, and I thought about Jack Black is too good for this genre almost. I mean, that song, obviously, none of those were bangers, but Jack Black's freaking awesome. So
You could, we could go honorable mention because they were put on a CD, but The Pick of Destiny, all those songs were.
I mean, when I own those CDs, it disqualifies me.
That's true.
I
Well,
play them on repeat.
that and the only reason I say it is because of the Dewey Cox one too. How they just made
Right.
you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
Yep.
I wish I should have looked that up a little more because that'd be interesting. Some of those songs. Is there like a list or anything on the interwebs, Derek, that you looked up, or you just
For this particular subject,
yeah?
I honestly I saw people talking about it on Twitter.
Yeah,
Oh,
there's
sure.
a-
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's where I saw it. And that's how I thought of it. Dave, you got anything left?
Nope.
The only thing I have left was the Office, Jan's assistant Hunter.
Yes.
Yeah.
He had
I got one more.
I got one more too. Whoever wants to go first.
I love the brains going. Anyways, Hunter's that one night, sung by Jan. Quite
Yep.
excellent.
That is
Sure.
pretty good.
Go
Blame
ahead,
Canada, South Park. Blame
Yeah.
Canada.
So I just thought of 2. South Park. Fuck your fucking face, Uncle Fucker.
Good hit.
And number 2 was a 1985 classic, starring Michael J. Fox. No, not The Power of Love by Huey Lewis and the News on Back to the Future. It was the film he made before Back to the Future called Teen Wolf. There was a song where he goes to the high school dance as the wolf, and they do the Michael Jackson style to a song called The Big Bad Wolf.
Yep.
Yes.
Oh,
One more
that's
would
so
be
good. So good.
another 90s movie, like half animated kind of movie. But America, fuck yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's
Team America.
actually that's a great one.
Yeah.
Yeah, what was that? What movie was that?
Team
Captain-
America.
Team America.
Yeah,
America.
Team America. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, great bit.
Yeah. Good topic.
I love that topic. That was a fun as hell. Let's do it again.
Run it back. John, do you see email in the inbox?
I do. Thank you.
Oh, you didn't know? Your ass Y'all better call somebody.
There it is. All right, we have an email from Ross B here out of Paynesville. Ross's question for you guys is this weekend's matchups. He's got to decide on a defense. So his question for y'all is, would you start, I believe, Baltimore's defense against Pittsburgh or the Giants defense against Cincinnati?
He must
I
play
usually
in a
try
Busch.
to be so good that I don't have to worry about the defense.
Yeah, he must play. He must play in a Busch League type
Yeah.
league where defenses matter.
Yeah.
Oh man.
What are the Giants ranked overall?
The
Not
Giants
I
actually
think
are
their
not
defense is pretty good.
Who do they
They're
play?
better.
though?
Cincinnati with the
Cincinnati
new quarterback.
without Burrow, without the running back who I shall not speak his name ever
Mixon.
again. Mixon.
You just said it.
Sorry. Yeah. So
I'm sorry. I read it wrong. Back up. Rewind.
We
I
use
had the Giants defense right, but he has the Pittsburgh defense against Baltimore. So Pittsburgh against Baltimore.
That's actually probably a better play then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, I read it wrong.
Start
And
him.
he asks if we can see his chats. He's on the chats right now.
hold on. I don't have the YouTube window open.
I think I like Pittsburgh against Baltimore. Though I
Oh my goodness, our chats are blown up.
Oh, really? What did we miss?
Todd Train says John loves soft openings.
He's not wrong. Who doesn't?
Let's see. I don't know which. Ross B. Huge mistake. Ross B. It was both this week. Ross B. The program is a sick name. Stealing it.
Jesus.
Todd T. West Coast time zone is clutch. No lie. Ross B. Justin Jefferson or Brandon Cooks this week. Ross B. No Pittsburgh D against Baltimore.
Yeah. So sorry, Ross. I fucked up. Okay. My bad.
Jefferson to that earlier question.
I gotta get to my team because Ross, I have Pittsburgh, so I will be able to tell you of what they did against Baltimore the first time, and then I'm gonna go from there.
I think they beat up on them.
They did. I'm pretty sure.
They got and Baltimore has no running backs because they all have COVID. Their offensive line is in shambles, and Lamar Jackson is not throwing the ball well.
In our league, Pittsburgh, when they played Baltimore, allowed 24 points. They had 2 interceptions, 2 fumble recoveries, 1 touchdown.
4 sacks.
Big game.
Here's the thing with Pittsburgh, though, that's kind of haunted me this year, except for the last 4 games they've been pretty good. But I have the number 1 and number 2 defense. I have the Colts and the
good for you.
It seems like Pittsburgh sometimes will go every other week, kind of like Indianapolis. It's kind of like one week they'll, like, for instance, they scored 27 against Cleveland, then they had 9 against Tennessee, then they had 21 against Baltimore, but they've been pretty solid since then. So they had 13, 18, 23. That's tough. But the Giants, they're going up against Riley, and we all saw how good he did when he took over for Burrow.
Yeah.
So
Ross B says that Baltimore they got 14 last time against Baltimore. Pittsburgh D, that is.
Oh, so they have a different.
Well, everyone has a different scoring system than ours.
I think I would go. Man, I don't know. I would feel fairly confident about both of them. I think.
I agree.
I would probably lean towards the Giants just because you've got an offense that has not played together at all and is missing their 2 best players.
Yeah, the more I think about it, I think I agree with you, Train. I think I go Giants. You never know with Lamar Jackson.
That's right. Lamar Jackson rushes for 150 and 2 touchdowns, and
Yep.
that opens the whole thing up. So, and if that happens, I think Pittsburgh can score against Baltimore too. You could get into a shootout.
Oh yeah, that could be a shootout.
Yeah.
I would 100% tell him New York if there was fans in the stands. I don't think there's any way that, and that's another thing too. Like with no fans in the stands, that does play into things. But I don't know. I almost got to lean Cincinnati, New York, just a little bit though. Baltimore or Pittsburgh's defense is fucking good.
They are.
They're really good. And I don't think they were supposed to be good, right? Like kind of coming into this, like
they're young. I mean, they had some turnover, but Tomlin's a good coach.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. The offense controls the ball too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that helps for sure.
Ross, I'm gonna say Ross, go New York. They're at home. Just go New York. Cincinnati's got Riley starting. AJ Green's washed up. Giovanni Bernard's the starting running back.
Gonna have about 25 points this week. That's what I heard.
Yeah.
Well, he's gonna be the path of least resistance if they don't want to have to throw the ball down the field. You know what I mean?
Just check down.
I'm saying Ross. I'm saying New York.
Who plays tight end for Cincinnati? Anybody?
No.
Tyler Eifert.
I think they got rid of him.
The one guy got hurt like the second game of the year. Who he was actually decent.
Yeah, I don't even know. Train.
He's Italian, I think. He's got a vowel at the end of his name, so he's obviously Italian.
Eifert plays for Jacksonville. Drew Sample.
Drew Sample, something called Drew Sample.
And I'm feeling more and more confident about that New York defense. The only thing you got to hope for is that the New York offense doesn't give it away.
Daniel Jones, though, man,
for sure.
If the turf monster doesn't jump up and bite him,
all right.
Big hands.
Big hands. Big hands. I'm just gonna look here, see what in our league what the Giants are ranked.
All right.
Giants in our league are ranked 8th.
What a loser!
So that's a pretty good defense.
Good. More for me and you. Man, you are one pathetic loser. You're a moron.
Who is this imbecile? Honestly, I knew.
This week's moron of the week goes to Sherwin Williams.
Elaborate.
Did you hear about this? Did you see this? Did you read this? Sherwin Williams had a young man, college student, work.
Sherwin Williams, the paint company.
The paint company.
Correct.
Paint company.
Yep. A young man working for them that was pretty flashy at mix and paint, and decided to make some TikTok videos out of it. I believe his third TikTok video went for 1 million views. And every one since then has went over 1 million. He's got over 1 million followers on TikTok, and all he was doing was mixing Sherwin Williams paint.
Was he
what did Sherwin Williams decide
with it?
to do? What's that?
What was he painting something with it? Is this like, hey, look at my paintings?
No.
Mix these together. No, he's just
mixing together, making cool colors.
Start a base right here. If you add a little bit of blue and a little bit of yellow, whip it up, we get teal.
So he's basically Bob Ross.
Yeah.
Little Prussian blue, little.
Is it spinning or something, or is it just like pour and mix?
He's got the paint mixer.
And then mix it up.
Yeah. You watch it change colors. I'm not saying I get it, but millions of views and over 1 million followers on TikTok.
Yep.
So, relatively big deal. Sherwin Williams, when asked if they wanted to use some of his stuff as marketing tools, they fired him. Why?
Oops.
Don't know. They argued that he was using company time to do things that he shouldn't have been doing, which is probably accurate, except for I don't know if you've seen the guy skateboarding down some California road, but Ocean Spray steered into that and got just a ton of brand marketing out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's funny because companies like Target just hired 1,000 people to take up their TikTok division to try to get more relevant. So why wouldn't, Sherwin-Williams, who painting might be the most boring fucking thing in the world.
Yeah, what a stupid power grab. You know what I mean?
Like, that it's an old white guy behind it.
Yeah, what a stupid power grab. I mean, because all you had to do was say, hey, great job on this. Sure wish you would have used just our paint. What can we do to make it next time have you mix Sherwin-Williams with Sherwin-Williams and then say Sherwin-Williams?
He was doing that already.
Yeah, actually. He
So it's even more idiotic that he got fired.
Yeah.
What's his job? Any idea what his job was?
I think he was
intern.
just like an intern at the store. He should have promoted him immediately to marketing.
Yes, he should have been getting people coffee. That's what. Oh, wow.
Yeah, insane. Especially during this happened during the shutdown when everybody was looking to buy paint. I don't know if you guys went to Home Depot or Menards or any of those other facilities, but they were packed. And you know what won't be packed? Sherwin-Williams. You know what could have been? Sherwin-Williams, because, Susie and Johnny were going to tell their mom that they wanted the Sherwin-Williams mix. They wanted that turquoise paint that he made.
Yep.
Big time
miss. Huge Blair Walsh.
There's so many of these industries though that are just old and institutional. You know what I mean? They just can't see that side of things because most of the time they don't have to. I mean, Sherwin-Williams will probably be fine. They're not going to go out of business, but it's just a huge missed opportunity.
I don't know. Might be the blockbuster of movies. Or
Maybe.
Still one out there.
Yeah.
One.
I heard about that one.
Bend, Oregon.
Stay strong, Bend.
Did you guys get into the Wolves picks last week on the pod?
Yeah, we definitely touched on it. I read the.
I did listen to that part of last week. You were very negative. No surprise.
Yeah, I read his quotes from the day of the draft, talking about how he does not love basketball and he would give up basketball for football or rapping.
Boom! He can do both here.
Yeah, we could use a guy like him.
We got a good underground rap.
It's a cultural league.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Sure.
I don't know. I'm excited for it. It's just something different. Ricky's back.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, that happened. While we were filming, and we did not catch it. But Ricky back is fun.
Ricky back is cool. Kind of kills my hopes of Devin Booker, but maybe next year.
I had a 496 series last week, boys. Using my spare ball because my main strike ball is on the fritz. The finger holes broke, so now it's just like
too much torque.
Yeah, too many revs.
If you'd quit doing this in your bum hole, you wouldn't have broken your bowling ball.
It wasn't the thumb hole, it was the finger holes.
Oh, something else then.
Yep. Been practicing.
Full story, Hassel. Thanks, Olaf.
Doing those fingertip push-ups.
Now, thanks to Kim Jong-Walls, will not be bowling for a while, so probably see me more on this show. And
glad to have you.
That being said, shout out to the El Rosa Saints Twitter account.
Did they really?
Last week they had a great call out of the John Malia, the Minnesota High School League guy, for his calling out that everybody should be wearing masks and calling out a guy in a volleyball gym who wasn't wearing a mask at the game. And lo and behold, when John was at the BBE football game a few weeks prior, he also was not wearing a mask in the press box. So thanks for bringing that to light, because we need to kind of give a little bit of la resistance in this so we don't all just become sheep.
Pot calling the kettle black, as they say.
Yep. Also, shout out to Gopher men's hockey. They're playing really good right now, and everybody should probably jump back in that bandwagon.
Yeah, 11th, right? 11th right now?
Something like that. They're 3-0. They were beating Ohio State when I was watching earlier.
Okay. I think they had it on the Gopher Purdue game that they just had beaten Wisconsin or just had beaten Michigan or something like that, who's also ranked. So
they're up 1-0 on Ohio State right now.
Nice.
9:45 left in the third period.
Nice. Did you guys see the video of the guy saving his puppy from an alligator in Florida?
Did see that.
That is crazy to me.
Yeah.
And
it wasn't just so because Train did not see it. It was not a big alligator.
Yeah, it was a 3-footer. Which there was a 3-footer in Minnesota. I don't know, Train, if you saw that.
Train, just so you know.
Yeah. That's what Dave calls it, the croc.
Yeah.
You want to see my croc? Yeah.
Anyways, it was a little puppy.
He was just a little baby, and this little alligator, and he had him underwater, was drowning him, and the dude with a cigar in his mouth jumped in, grabbed the gator, pried its mouth open, saved the puppy, and then I don't know. It looked like his fingers were caught, obviously, but yeah.
By far the best part after he throws the alligator back in is that he never lost the cigar.
Yeah.
Good job.
Different breed.
Yeah. Good job.
And I applaud that man for throwing it back in because A, first, I don't like reptiles. So B, that thing would have been, if I would have grabbed it, which I probably wouldn't have, that thing would have been flying at a tree.
I'm envisioning like a Ron Jeremy sort of guy that just goes stomping in there. Like
he was kind of your typical Florida old guy.
Kind of
basket hat on.
Do more Paul Tuttle, kind of old white guy, tan, white hair.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, mustache. Yeah. Speaking of that, I see these videos of these snakes, these giant snakes, and I think to myself, like I saw one, he got caught in a wall and he's like 20 feet. And I saw one had a dog wrapped up and they saved it. And I think to myself, why would you just let that thing go? Why wouldn't you just take a machete and cut its fucking head off and just rid the world of it? Those things are so worthless and gross. Ugh, sick. Okay,
I am also anti-snake.
Yeah. I just can't believe it. Like I saw there was one that was like stuck in a wall and I was like, I would have carved that cocksucker up into about 50 pieces.
They probably serve some purpose. Eat rodents or I don't know.
Matt, this was a 20-footer. That thing ain't eating rodents. That thing's eating deer. And especially in like Florida, they're evasive. So it's eating.
They're wrecking the Everglades.
Yeah.
But I mean, in these third world countries, I mean.
Yeah, they're native. It makes more sense.
They're eating people.
Yeah,
they're
that's
taking
true.
Farmers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like this. This was about a year ago. A little old lady went out to her garden, never came back, found a snake laying on the bank in the sun, about a 5-foot woman inside of it. So they cut it open. Sure shit, she rolled out. Yeah, snake ate her. It's fucking crazy.
Are we talking?
This is a PSA.
Are we talking? This is the Outback, Australia, or where are we at?
I think it was India or
Indonesia.
Yeah, Indonesia sounds right.
Micronesia is I think what I heard.
Sure.
The king of Micronesia.
It might have been just off the coast of Micronesia.
Yeah.
Huh.
Smoking peyote and things.
Anything else?
Do we have any other questions, comments, concerns on the old interwebs?
I don't know how nobody made comments about our movie and song discussion. But
yeah, that kind of is insulting.
No, chat's up to date.
What about Train? Can you get me a all-time record for least amount of moves in a season?
Would that be you? Because you have all your draft dollars.
I've made 3 moves so far.
I'd imagine that's comparable to some of your previous seasons. But
no.
No?
Nope.
Do you know the answer to this question already?
Well, I mean, 3 moves is unheard of thus far in the season.
Touche.
But
I've also
had
had
a job loss and you don't want to pay in more money, or
no? I just bought a car.
You did.
Just bought a $300 standing desk.
Good for you.
At home. Like, things are good. Turns out people still borrow money.
Damn, it feels good to be Dave Pikus.
And,
Got a pretty
and
nice
still-
tailgating rig.
yeah.
What'd you get for a vehicle?
Got a Ford Explorer sport model,
Jeez.
black
Tow
on
the-
black with black rims.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be towing the old tailgate one everywhere. Love it.
Mhm.
That's pretty sick, bro. Sick brag, bro.
Cool, bro.
All right, boys.